Hello, welcome back to the Beastlands. I'm Castle, and this is my stupid face. Thanks for coming back and hanging out with us once again as we journey deeper into the forgotten lands known as Melorand. We're going to do a quick recap, but I'd like you to know that we're currently holding a contest. It is an art contest. Any kind of fantasy art is welcome. We don't currently have that many applicants, meaning it's going to be really easy for you to win. So drop us an email with your application to callofthebeastlands at google.com. Without further ado, here's our show.
But we're actually breaking. If the Orkov Syndicate finds out about this, then I become enemy number one, and then that's going to create a whole big mess for the campaign.
I see what you mean.
I'm actually violating Syndicate rules here.
Because you're going beyond your boss.
Right.
Okay. A secret note. How are you going to get this delivered?
I'm going to send it in a small package addressed to my contact, and I can fill you in on all that later by private message. But I'm going to send like just like a little token, like a potion or an amulet or something. Maybe even one of the sets of one of the potions I picked up or something, just specially addressed to him. But the note's going to be hidden in the box. He'll know how to get it.
Done.
Okay.
Gizzard.
Yeah.
This is the list of spells that are on offer from Gary, the rabbit folk mage that was with you. He says, I had more, but this is the only spell book I have left. I'll teach you one or two for
Quick
your
question.
What?
How much could I get for that Mariner's chain shirt?
Hit me with a rarity.
Give me a moment.
Uncommon.
Okay. I'll give you 200 gold for it. No. I'll give you 400 gold for it. But yeah, you may attempt to learn 2 of those spells from that list that I posted in chat. Using the normal cost to learn spells during your downtime. I think that's pretty much our game tonight, guys, but I will ask, what is thy plan at the beginning of the next session? So I have a little bit of, prep time.
Well, I guess
Are we gonna stick with the dragon or fuck around with the portals? Really, my 2 things I'm thinking about.
Oh, because there's going to be spending the majority of the 2 months looking at the portals.
Doesn't mean we're
Well,
going through first.
The portals could be an access to the proximity of the dragon.
Lesk is probably going to spend his time preparing for the a raid of some type, whether it be through the portals or the dragon, whatever we decide. I was also thinking of praying to see if I could get some of my equipment blessed, or possibly enchanted from Thor, or one of the many gods. After setting up the
shrine?
shrines. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to toss you a bone here. Give me a religion check.
Yeah, 17.
I guess I'd also like to figure out what's wrong with me.
Well, you're hungry as shit. That's what's
You just
wrong
need
with you.
some good food, my friend.
Did you eat a couple of leaves from the pot of awakening?
Oh, that is now complete too, likely. It's now happily scooting itself across the floor of the...
It takes 30 days, so it's going to be halfway through all this.
Yeah. So halfway through, yeah, it wakes up
Happy
and...
birthday!
Yeah. It doesn't speak or anything, but it moves and it acts somewhat like a pet. It scoots itself in its on its little rooty legs across the floor. It sometimes goes outside and explores. It learns, like, people. It starts to recognize people. It's alive. It's awake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, what was I doing?
Religion check.
Oh, yes. I was about to open your character sheet. All right, cool. Awesome. So, every day after you built the shrines, you go and tend to them. And you pray to each god, right? And on the 30th day of prayer to Thor, you receive a vision. Your sight goes dark, and you are moved to the very top of the tallest mountain you have ever seen. And thunder rages all around you, and you see the faces of your ancestors. Goated beards and horns all. And the image fades, and on top of the altar of Thor is a helmet. Fits you perfectly. The top part of it goes over the horns, and it gleams fantastically in the sunlight. It lets off a subtle hum. This is the helmet of storms, I guess we'll call it. Your horns, while you're wearing it, will do an additional 2d6 thunder damage.
So if I ever land a headbutt.
Yes. Now, see, have you thought about becoming proficient in your horns? But you are proficient. What was holding you back on that?
I was just rolling really badly.
Well, you're a plus 6 to hit with them. What's the problem here?
That was back at like level 1 or 2, though.
Yeah, that was like
Fair.
the first session, and I just rolled consistently low.
So let me go ahead and alter your horns real quick. Horns O Thunder. Strength, damage 2 is 2d6. Thunder.
That's like a very interesting rock band name. Horns of Thunder.
Horns O Thunder.
My favorite
Todier
is
could
going to be the
start a
fist
band.
fighting babies.
Todier could start a band called Unlimited Stomach.
I'll just call it Sarlax.
You see that roll? That was with your horns, bro.
That is pretty impressive.
You headbutt a rock and it explodes. And you're like, thank you, Thor. You're my senpai. Senpai
Very,
noticed me, everyone.
very in character for us. Ah, thank you, Thor. Thank you for noticing me, senpai.
What's a senpai?
Senpai!
Much of the new mantis folk population is practicing martial arts. They're going to count as soldiers. They're going to cost a soldier's wage.
I believe that's 2 gold pieces a day as well.
Well, silver for the unskilled.
Oh.
And there's 150 of them. So we're talking 300 gold a day.
Gosh.
Indeed.
Except I'm gonna send 50 of them to Salmon Run to start, and send them to the Slayers Guild to start
Yeah.
earning.
Very well. 50 of them will not be paid during the next... Shit.
They'll be paid just by themselves.
Yeah, but not from your coffers. I need you to calculate how much all this is going to cost, because you have like 68 unskilled workers, 3 skilled workers, and 100 soldiers.
But we had
For the
100
next-
rabbit folk, not 70.
Oh. Okay,
I
so
had 70
ni-
written
ni-
down originally, but then you said 100.
Right. So 98 unskilled workers, 3 skilled workers, and 100 soldiers. What does that amount to over the course of an additional 7 weeks? Come on, big math brains.
Normal.
What?
Normal
Say that
guard.
again.
Yeah, you'll be paying them a guard's wage.
All right, so 2 gold
They're-
per. How many
per
days?
soldier.
7 weeks, so that's
7 weeks.
42 days?
49 days.
49.
A 100,
9,
right?
Yeah, 100 of them.
Yeah, 9,800 gold for 49 days.
Okay. And then the unskilled labor and the skilled labor.
How much of that do we have?
You have 98 unskilled workers. And 3 specialist workers or skilled workers. This seems arduous, but ultimately, I need to know how broke you guys are.
I need to know the total for 9,604 silver pieces to gold, and I can tell you.
Divide that by 10. So
gonna drop
it.
900. 940 something.
So almost. All right, what are we looking at total?
Hold on. 11,054.4.
Okay, you
How
guys.
Would we get from selling potions as well as
I'm-
revenue from the.
I'm working on the tavern right now. You
Gotcha.
tell me what potions produced, and I'll tell you by rarity what money you get from that.
All right. So our original plan was to sell some fairly normal-ish potions so that it wouldn't be dangerous. However, if we're short on money, we'll do the more rare potions so that we can pay everybody.
Okay. So 96 times 5 is going to be what you're getting from the inn during that time.
only 480.
That's kind of a low passive income type place where just food and water, food and drink is sold.
Those are the potions that we'd be making. The potion of resistance is random every time it's made,
Okay.
which is interesting.
So, how many of each rarity are we looking at?
Let's see. So
7 weeks.
Greater
so
healing.
7.
greater healing was uncommon. Alchemist's fire, I believe, is common.
All right, we'll do the Alchemist Fire first. So that's 350 gold pieces for all 7 weeks. What next?
We did the potion of resistance. However, I don't know if it changes rarity. If it's like potion of like elemental resistance versus physical resistance.
I
Let's
would
see.
say, for simplicity's sake, just to keep it all as one, really.
Yeah, I don't think that it changes.
Potion of resistance uncommon.
Okay. So that's going to be
Apparently, it just
1,400 for the 7 weeks of those. Yeah. What's next?
Potion of water breathing.
Okay.
Also uncommon.
Also 1,400 then.
So that is all 4 uncommon, right?
Well, the Alchemist Fire was common. Everything else you told
Okay.
me so far was uncommon.
So that gets us a profit per week of 350 for the common.
No. That was total for the 7 weeks for each of those.
Oh,
So, common potions will get you 50 gold pieces for sale. Uncommon potions will get you 200 gold pieces per sale. Rare will get you 2,000 gold pieces per sale. These are unmodified, right? That depends on the market, but right now that market is stable with the caravans, so you'll get fair prices.
alright, so we made 4,550 gold doing that.
Yeah, which mitigated that with the inn has mitigated a good portion of your running costs. Oh, yes. I forgot I was going to do this. It's getting late as hell. But on week 5, there is a delegation. A troop of goblin adventurers and carts overladen with goblin goods and foods appears at the gates asking for entry.
I
bring Dirk with us in particular, but lead the party and have Dirk front and center and open the gates.
Oh, great Lord Todier! We are your neighbors, the Chitin Clan. We offer you great gifts of our bounty in hopes of a good trade relationship.
are they speaking in common or goblin?
They are speaking in common.
Quick, respond to them in Goblin. Can you speak Goblin?
I can.
Yes. I can speak goblin.
Quick, respond to them in Goblin.
But they're talking in common. That kind of defeats the purpose.
It's a show of good faith. Come on.
I welcome you, fellow lord, and then you.
Goblin steps forward with a velvety-looking cape, and he bows deeply with a flourish. And he says, I am Cobblepot Chiton, eldest son of the Lord Chiton. I come bearing gifts. This should be enough food to feed your forces for a month.
Cobblepop? What the fuck did you just say?
Cobblepot Chiton.
Dirk in Goblin just says, "Greetings, fellow Goblin. I am Dirk. I am from the Academy of Gigglesforth."
Oh my god, it's you! He kind of cringes and steps back a few paces, and he looks around all worried. He's like, what's going on? You're not here. He kind of collects himself like, oh, okay. I've heard of you. I'm surprised they would let you into such a civilized place.
And, I'm just as surprised as you are, so...
You know the are just as surprised.
Is that all going on in Goblin?
He kind of talks to Todier in a like a stage whisper. He says, you know he killed the headmaster of his school accidentally, right? Him and his brother are in trouble. Oh my god, is his brother here? He kind of looks around all nervous.
Sadly, his brother is dead. And accidents
Oh, thank God.
accidents.
Thank the gods.
I do not blame a man for his past. He came to me after that. I did not look into it.
Dirk's just got this face of, I don't like this guy at all.
You know, he's not family. You know, he's not from the clan you were raised up in, per se. More like neighbor. And apparently he's heard of you. He's probably got a cousin or three from the academy that has told him some stories. He maybe knows a little bit about your guys' backstory.
I'll wander over and stand behind Todier and kind of look over his shoulder, making mean faces at the goblins.
Well, listen, I'm terribly sorry if I'm being rude to your compatriot. I truly wish for diplomatic relations between our peoples to go smoothly. We trade in exotic mines, minerals and gemstones, as well as a great selection of fungus. All the best fungus.
They must have visited Dirtle's grave.
Perhaps you'd like to...
Maybe he's just trying to tell us he's a fun guy.
Perhaps you'd like to have a conversation with Henna. You two might have quite a bit to talk about.
Dirk,
All right, well,
I whisper into Todier's ear, how can you be sure they're legitimate? They could be scoping out our fortress.
And there's also 250 of us, and they just walked in here willingly unarmed. Wait, are they armed?
I mean, yeah, they're armed.
How
but
armed?
There's short swords and short bows, some crossbows.
And how many
Recon forces always appear friendly.
I
Just
mean, it would
be-
actually be weird if they were traveling in the wild without weapons. Honestly,
Who has the best?
Is there going to be looking around at everyone and everything that's going on? And then he's just going to smack himself in the forehead and look at Tony and goes, are we your pets?
Wait, can't you read minds?
Who has been?
That was over a while ago.
Can you do it again?
Can Hannah give me another fruit?
Oh shit, yeah, you're right.
yes.
That's what that was from. Oh, yeah.
Then, if she wants to, then yes.
I'll ask him
Hold
for
on.
another fruit so he can read their minds and see if they're legit or not.
All right, hold on a second.
Well, just because he's telepathic doesn't mean he can read their mind. So.
No, give me a D8.
Oh, okay.
Who?
Whoever eats the fruit. Okay. The creature, Gizzard, feel a surge of might. For the next hour, you have advantage on attack rolls using strength checks, strength saving throws, and when the effect ends, you gain a level of exhaustion.
Oh, wonderful! Just all the things I'm great at as a wizard.
Well, now you're better at them for the next hour. So, good luck with that.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna
if-
have a perception check to see if I can tell if they're being forthright or not.
Oh, insight, please.
Oh, insight.
That would be insight.
Dirk was gonna speak to Telier as well.
You know, I know they're goblins and all, but I think I can vouch for these guys.
They seem to be fairly forthright. They do have like 3 carts overladen with mostly fish and mushrooms of different varieties that are edible, and they're giving it away to your people to eat. And this is actually going to negate the cost of wages for 2 weeks. So, I mean, you can subtract what you already did, but, you know,
I could
next
use
2 weeks.
augury to see if it would be good or bad for us.
Would you
Or
like to?
divination.
Would you like to?
I mean, he's suggesting it.
Again, Dirk basically goes,
I think these guys are on the level.
Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, we've checked. Yeah, my insight in that. Yeah, I trust them enough.
It's
And,
basically just a first contact diplomatic mission from a neighboring quote-unquote kingdom.
I was gonna say you can trust them as much as you trust any other customer.
Right.
Dirk is also a little more hospitable towards the goblins, since they are goblins.
Yeah, and they are treating you like lukewarm.
I
Oh,
will.
Would be cold if they weren't afraid.
I will be standing behind Todier and then disappearing and reappearing using my stealth abilities just to kind of psych them out a little bit.
It's
Not
weird because
trying to incite them or attack them, but just when I was doing the trick when we had the long rest, I'll just be doing those in the background.
right, you're being intimidating and whatnot and scaring the crap out of them.
Yeah.
Dirk,
All right.
Dirk will just pipe.
Oh, yeah. By the way, Misty Step and Great Invisibility.
Okay. All right, yeah, just add them to your spell list and subtract the funds. Dirk, what were you saying?
I was gonna say during the psych outs or whatever, I'll just kindly tell them,
Oh, don't worry about that. I'm kind of training him to do the longbow, so he kind of has to stay by my side. I'm kind of his master. It's a thing.
Asaites lets out a growl and frowns at Dirk.
Right, from a nearby tree where he's stealthed probably.
Why are you frowning at me?
In the sky, somewhere on another realm, Dirtle cries a little bit. Why is it always me? So, yeah, you feel like their impression of you is ancient history. Like, you left a very solid impression, you and Dirtle, at the Gigglefort's Academy for Rangers. Did I pronounce that right?
giggles first.
Giggles.
Yes.
Yeah. So, like that's really all they're going off of. Apparently, your current legend is not caught up with them, and the Dirk of the past is a very different person from the Dirk of the present. And you know this, obviously, but they don't.
Right. I mean, I'm still giddy as heck to see another goblin, but you know,
it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And like, as they mingle a little bit, I'm sure they'll start to pick up the situation. Anyway, that's it for the night. We're going to go ahead and end there on very wonderful gameplay and development. And next time, we're going to decide on a direct path to either fucking with some portals, messing around with some good old-fashioned D&D portal technology, or hunting down the Great Worm's laboratory. So yeah, that's next time in the Beastlands. Love you all and good night.
Follow us on all major social media, Discord, Twitch, and as always, thank you for joining us.
We'll see you Monday at 4.